Good morning. All right. So this is our new Digi. And you may remember some time ago, right? You heard Archie? You may remember some time ago, we released her as a physical stamp. Hey, bestie. So now we have released her as a digital image. So you can make her as big or as small as you want. I actually printed her several times and I did a mirror image of her. So yeah, all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with digital images that you can't do with physical stamps. So I do really, really like, hey, big sister, how are you feeling? I really, really like that you can do that with her. So I decided that we're going to do something a little bit different with this girl. Everybody's coloring her like, you know, perfect girl, all that kind of stuff. We're going to go green and we're going to color her with a green skin tone. So are you ready for this? Hey, Auntie Jo, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning, Kathy from Maine. That's a state we haven't been to yet. I would like to go up there. There it is. All right. Oh, I bet you're sore as all get out. Okay, so we're gonna go green, and I'm not gonna color her like acid green. We're gonna do a little bit of a softer green, but that's what we're gonna do. So she's gonna be, you know, like from Wicked. I'm doing good, Auntie Jo. Okay, so I'm going to start with my E000. Why? Because it's a skin tone, and I'm gonna start by doing her legs. We're just gonna get warmed up here. I haven't colored for a couple of days, so I'm gonna bite this off in chunks. Sandy, can you specifically tag Cheryl? She hates it when she misses out. And so I'm gonna start just like I would with any other skin tone. I'm gonna go to my shadow color. And I'm gonna shadow in under this broomstick. And above her boots. Just put a little bit of shadow here, behind her knee. Hey, Kelly. Thank you, Sandy. Kelly, this is a brand new digital stamp that we just released today. So I am having fun coloring it, and I'm gonna give her green skin because why not, right? It's not all that often you get to do like crazy, wacky, zany skin tones. And so today is that day. Plus, I have to color a little bit fast today because today's Evan's first day of work. And I have to go pick him up from work. So don't let the green deter you. It is literally the exact same method as using any other skin tone. You just keep going all the way through, just like you normally would. And the only difference is it comes out green instead of fleshy colored. And then at the end, I go back to my E000 and just kind of add a little bit of that warmth back in there. And then we move on. So now I'm gonna go to her fingers. an arm. And I'm going to go ahead and do this arm at the same time, holding her little spell book. If you are not a member of our newsletter, Cameron writes our newsletter for us. And today she was wicked punny. Ha 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 ha. Do you see what I did there? She was wicked punny in the newsletter and I just loved it. So if you are not a member of our newsletter, you should definitely sign up. You can do that by simply going to our website, www.sweetsentiment.us, and scrolling all the way to the bottom and signing up for the newsletter. We do not spam you. You get 1 or 2 a month, maybe 3 in the very rare occasion. And yeah. Hey, Tyler. I was just talking about your wifey. Are you home yet? Did you make it home? So anyways, yeah, Cameron went above and beyond with the newsletter and got really punny with the whole witch Halloween stamp scenario, which I thought was really cute. So if you would like to purchase, this is a digital image, so it is easy. Oh, you're at the airport? Well, happy to entertain you while you're at the airport. Are you at O'Hare? Yucky. The ceilings in O'Hare feel really low to me, so I can only imagine how low they feel to you. Okay, so again, I'm just doing exactly what I would be doing if I currently had my E11 in my hand. Exact same method as what I normally color. Right. I did it just for you, Tyler. It's very convenient of me to be on during this time. I made sure and scheduled this just for you. I love doing colored skin tones. I think they're really fun. So I've done purple and green and blue and all different kinds of skin tones. So it's a challenge and it's fun. And I think they come out really neat. So challenge yourself. Y'all are being super quiet. What's up with that? So as I was saying, Evan started his job today, and at a coffee shop. So yeah, pretty excited about that. And it's my favorite place to get coffee too. So that's even better. So yeah, super excited about that. I hope he has a good day, but they're only training him like half a day because they don't want to, I guess, scare him away or burn him out. I can zoom in a little. You just have to tell me if I'm off the screen. Color her ear. So anyways, of course, since he's so young and this is his first job, he gets to be the chore boy. So, you know, taking out trashes and sweeping and mopping and making sure the milk fridge is full and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. She looks really funny with a peach face and green skin. Gotta tell ya. Last night was his birthday, so we had a birthday party for him. He just wanted family. So we had family and the neighbors. You're welcome. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet because I don't know what to talk about. What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up? How about that? I had a Halloween costume once that now, later in life, it's my favorite. But at the time, it was not my favorite. But my mother dressed me up. So I had really long hair growing up. Like really long hair. I used to say that I was going to be Crystal Gale. Okay? So if you don't know who that is, Google her. So I had exceedingly long hair. Like it would grow almost to my knees. Okay? So picture that. And my mom had this crazy idea that she was going to make me, wait for it, Pippi Longstocking. Yeah, Pippi Longstocking. So, she took a wire coat hanger and she straightened it out. She put braids in my hair. My hair totally stuck out completely beside me. So, besides the fact that my hair was really heavy and it was giving me a headache because it was sticking straight out, a bunch of people at my school, and granted, I was in like 3rd grade, okay? So this wasn't like a high school thing. I was in like 3rd grade. A bunch of people in my school had no idea who Pippi Longstocking was. You don't remember? Yeah, I never wore the plastic masks. So, yeah. So I ended up like coming home crying because people were making fun of me. I mean, and on Halloween, like, how do you make fun of a kid on Halloween? But anyways, I digress. Pippi Longstocking, now that I'm an adult, was like, oh my god, my mom, that was a hella epic costume. That was like good stuff. We made me a dinner table once and put a plate of spaghetti on the dinner table, and my head was like a meatball. So I'd put my head like through the plate. Let's see, what else had I? One time I was a princess, and it was like this thing. I really wanted to be a princess because I had never done it before. And I wanted the big pink poofy skirts, and I wanted the, you know, just the whole 9 yards. Like I really wanted to be a legit. And I think I was more like Glinda the Good Witch than anything, but whatever. And, right? Exactly. Pippi Longstocking or the Wendy's girl. One of the two. Take your pick. It had rained like the whole week before. And, I was running through somebody's front yard and I stepped in a hole. And it went up to my hip. I mean, now granted, I'm not super tall, but the hole went up to my hip. Yeah. So, oops, sorry. So when I stepped in the hole, my whole leg was covered with mud. And I was not a happy camper. I was like, we're done trick-or-treating. I'm out. Let's go home. But of course I had 3 older sisters, so my parents were like, no, we're not done. Just because you're done doesn't mean the rest of us are done. So it was a very grumpy Glinda the Good Witch. I think my dad ended up taking me home. You read the books? See, I might not know your Rollo commercial, but you know my Pippi Longstocking costume. So hooray. Oh, you did watch the movie too? I think it was more a costume for my mom, like of my mother's choosing, than it was of my own. But there it was nonetheless. So I'm just using my W's to color in her hat. Figure we'll start there and move on. Well, hello, Julie. How is the yard sale going today? The great and powerful Oz. For sure. Julie, did you have any good Halloween costumes growing up? That's what we're talking about, is Halloween costumes. Does anybody here play Splatoon or know what Splatoon is? Evan did a costume one year, a few years back, and his costume was Splatoon. And yeah, Predator, right? That wasn't a Halloween costume though, that was cosplay. But Evan did one of the Inklings from Splatoon. He did the one with the blue hair. And he created his costume, and like we went and got a super soaker for the gun, and we used like 2-liter bottles of soda. You were Wendy from Peter Pan. Oh, no, it is Wendy. I was like, that's not how you spell Wendy, but it is Wendy there. And so nobody's shopping at your yard sale? Is all of your paper flying away? Anyway, so he did the Splatoon character, the little Inkling, and, you know, made the ink gun and just like all the things. And it was almost like a cosplay. He had me make the shirt that the little Inkling kid wears and all that stuff. It was really cute. Oh, you did wear it on Halloween? It was really cute, and he did a really good job with it. And I'm kind of upset because I cannot find any pictures of it. But yeah, we painted his face, and it was like the only Halloween that I can remember that he really got into it. Because my kid is not into Halloween at all. Never has been. Well, hopefully the wind dies down. Oops, I put that on the wrong end. Hopefully the wind dies down for you. All right, any specific color for her hair that you guys are interested in? I know what Sandy's gonna say. I don't know why I just did that. My reception was the Bride of Frankenstein Bash. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Linda Lou, you said it because you didn't want your daughter to say it. Of course you'd want purple hair. Of course. I think burgundy hair would look good. Purple. Linda Lou rarely gets what she wants, so we're going to indulge Linda Lou here. Trying to make a decision here, and I don't know what my decision is going to be. I think I'm just going to go into B15. Make it a little on the pink side. All right. This is my favorite part of coloring this girl. And I'm going to apologize in advance because my big dumb hand is probably going to be in the way a lot because I go fairly intricate. I love coloring her hair. So I'm going to start by making these kind of into ringlets. Like a cross between ringlets and dreadlocks, I guess. Hair is like my favorite thing to color. And it just makes me happy to watch it develop. Okay. Hey, Milligan! Woohoo! Surprise! We are releasing this sweet little witch as a digital image today. It's already in the shop. So if you would like to purchase her, she is available. Sandy has a link ready to post. Okay. So now I'm going to come down. So the artist has drawn a line right here. So I'm just going to make this line go down and connect with this one. And I'm going to turn this around. Just like that. Okay. Then you're kind of on your own a little bit. So I'm going to come this way for this artist drawn line. And then I'm going to kind of make my own that sort of goes along with the ones the artist drew to sort of connect these. Okay? Thank you, Sandy. And then I'm going to come up from this side, again, where the artist drew her lines. And then this section back here that kind of got left, create its own little ringlet back there. Okay? Oh, microwave. Hopefully I'm still here. Are you guys still here? I know, I froze. Am I back? Okay. Whenever somebody turns on the microwave when I'm live, it interferes with the video. And so my husband decided he wanted to choose that time to microwave coffee. So that's why I froze. Hi, Melissa. So this looks a little bit funky to me, so I'm gonna come across here and make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Yay, I'm back. And I'm gonna make this one kind of come this direction. And then I will shade in this one. So she has these big, pretty... You didn't miss a new release this month. The new release is next week. This is a special digital release. And we are releasing this little witchy poo. She's called Not Worth the Herbs. Some of you may have the stamp set, the physical stamp set from last year. But today she's being released as a digital image. So our full release is next week, well, next weekend on Saturday. And you will get to see all the new stamp sets. Yeah, our release is the third Saturday of each month. Now, you certainly don't have to break down her hair this much and color all these ringlets and stuff. It's just something that I really like to do. So, yeah, the new release, you guys, for next weekend, woo! It's awesome, which I kind of need to get my butt in gear and make cards for it because I haven't done that yet. But we don't need to dwell on that. Okay, so now, I'm probably off screen again. Now I'm going to come in with this dark purple, and I'm just going to come in from the back side, the side that's going to be opposite of the light. It's kind of a trick of the eye to make these look like they're more dimensional. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that. I love like creating this kind of like puzzle with these in my brain and like figuring out which way to color them and where to place them. And every time I color her, it's different. And again, I'm sorry for my thumb being in the way. I just have to hold this really close to the nib in order to get those fine brush strokes. So hopefully you guys can see it relatively well. In case you are not aware, back in stock as of last week or so, a couple weeks ago, I don't know, I can't remember. My time continuum is super off. But back in stock is the potion bottles. So we're super happy about that. The magic potion bottles are one of my favorite sets because they can be used for so many different things. And they are drawn by our amazing Sandy Ledoux, who and they have dies now, which is awesome sauce. You did cards, you just have to take pics. Well, you're ahead of me. Okay, V17. I guess I better pick up the pace too. And then we'll make a card or do some sort of project with her tomorrow after we get her all colored up today. So you'll want to tune in tomorrow at the same time. Are you all liking this time frame? The 11 a.m. Mountain Time? Because I can change it to be earlier. I can do 10 a.m. Yep, there is the magic potions. Yeah, the potions are awesome. You can use them for so many different things, and you can use them in backgrounds, and you can use them to like make your own patterned paper. There's different styles of potion bottles. They don't have to just be Halloween. There's a couple of coffee sentiments in there as well. So you can definitely make them something other than Halloween if you are not into Halloween. I always think of Valentine's Day and making them love potions. But you can make them into like perfume bottles or There's all different kinds of stuff you can do. Look at her pretty purple hair. They're on your shopping list. I love the potion bottles. Hey, JB. She is on sale today. This witch is our digital release for today. So I like adding this fluorescent purple in here. Notice I'm still leaving white space so that when I come in with that last color, I can add those highlights. And if you have skipped out on buying the fluorescents in the Copics, you may want to reconsider. I use the fluorescents a lot. They really add pizzazz and zip to your coloring. But a lot of them aren't like necessarily fluorescent. They're just part of a color blend. So definitely reconsider if you have not purchased the fluorescents. I think Sandy uses them quite a bit too. Thanks. Yeah. And then this last color, the B15, is going to turn this a little bit pink. And I'm okay with that being some pink in the highlights. Kind of reminds me of Sandy's hair. Look at that. How fun is that hair? Love it. Okay. So I'm going to go back to her dress. It does. It really makes them come to life. It really adds just that pop that we really are looking for. So I'm going to color her dress black, but I want to color her sash a different color. So I'm going to start by adding in some shadow. And this is with my W10. Okay. The other thing that I like to do with a dress that is kind of a big open space like this one is I like to add in my own pleats. So after I put some shadow up here around her hair and on her collar, I'm gonna shadow her sleeve, and then we're gonna add some pleats to this dress. I knew you were gonna say orange for the sash. We're making this like super traditional Halloween. Do you guys ever actually send Halloween cards? I find myself making a lot of Halloween cards and then never actually sending Halloween cards. Other than Sandy, of course, because Sandy sends cards for everything. Sandy's one of the few people I know that actually sends out all the cards she makes. Oh, you do? Oh my gosh, so maybe I'm just the weird one. It's fine. Okay, so her dress right here where her legs are would definitely kind of indent. So I'm just going to add a pleat there. And then right here where the back of her leg is, same thing. I'm going to add a pleat there. And then you can see like this ruffle underneath. Kind of has a natural position where it pleats. So I'm just going to add a little bit of movement to her dress. I did. Very cute. I never ended up signing up for that swap. But we should probably do one too, huh? A memory deck swap. It would be super fun. Okay. Okay, so everywhere I shadowed before, I went ahead and added shadow. Now I'm going to turn this upside down and do the same thing. I'm going to come in from the bottom of her dress, and we're going to add to these pleats. Just like that. Now we're going to come in and color on the sleeves. Okay, and then her collar, and then on the bodice of her dress. Just like that. Yeah, there is, I mean, when things have a large open space, to me, it just doesn't look right. I mean, unless she's wearing like petticoats under her dress, which I suppose she could be, it would prevent the pleats from happening. But I just don't see a little witch riding a broom as wearing a bunch of petticoats. So I like the idea of adding pleats as well. Okay. It just breaks up that open space, makes it look a little bit more intentional. Now with my shadowing, I'm going to shadow the back of these pleats more than the front because I want them to really look like the moon is shining off the front of them, or her lantern. And we're going to do a little bit of color play with her lantern too. Okay. And that's intentionally why I'm making her dress, oh my gosh, yummy. That's intentionally why I'm making her dress and her hat just a little bit lighter than I normally would. Because normally if I'm going to color like black clothing, I'm going to color it like super dark black. But today, not so much, because we're going to do a little bit of color play from her lantern. Okay, and then now this W3 kind of pushes, yes, brush marks, brush strokes will definitely blend out way better than swirls. This W3 will kind of push the marker away. It's the much lighter. So I'm using this to add highlights. And creases in the material. Okay. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to color her boots. Hey, Michelle. Apparently my pen exploded on me. So that's super fun. I gotta figure out what's wrong with that. Hey, Bear. Can you call Evan? He just called. Okay. Can you call Evan? He just called. Just call him first because I don't know what he's calling about. Okay. There we go. I know. I'm giving my nails a break. And then same thing here. Oh my gosh, it's killing me that I have big black smudge on my hand. All right. Sandy, my marker exploded. I don't know what happened there. Have to figure that one out. Okay. Give me just 1 second. I usually always have these handy. For this type of stuff. She does have leg muscles. There. Feeling much better. And then I'll clean that and fill it and see what the deal with that is. Because that's crazy. All right. So now I sort of don't want to do orange hair. So I'm going to do teal because I feel like teal is... And I'm going to do like a dark and stormy kind of teal-ish. All right. So, under her hair, behind her sleeve, under her arm, the creases in the fabric, a little where it's tied, and then just some brush strokes on the tassel. Hey, Holly. And then don't forget the front part. And then again, you can see like where this part kind of dips in. So I'm gonna add a bit of a pleat there. Just like that. And I think I'm gonna make her hat match. She seems like a matchy-matchy kind of witch, doesn't she? I know I'm being all quiet, but I hate to bore you guys with idle chit-chat. Nobody's talking. Yes, she is matchy-matchy. It's weird. It's very weird when nobody's talking because then you feel like you're just talking to yourself. And I know what I'm thinking. So I need my peanut gallery. And this BG57, it's called Jasper. It will brighten up this teal just a little bit. Who all watching today is going? Thanks, JB. I am excited for the retreat. I gotta start working on the instruction manuals for you guys. I apologize in advance for typos or misspellings or anything like that. But you guys are going to love the retreat. We got lots of cool surprises for you. It's going to be epic. No, I think under the skirt's going to be pink. I want to make that like bright. I don't know why, but I don't. Sandy will proofread. She promises, but it doesn't mean that something's not going to slide past the goalie, you know? We have been known to miss a thing or two every once in a while. We can't be perfect, but it's part of our charm. We have been known to print a stamp set that may or may not have had an error on it, but we always fix our error and send it to you. Send you the fix. Okay, so again, this one's going to kind of push the marker away. So I'm just using it in the highlights. All right. Look at how cute she is. I love this little witch. I think she's just adorable. I would have loved her to come back in rubber, but I'm glad that she's in Digi because you can change the sizing and stuff of her, so you can make her as big or as little as you want. So I'm super happy that she's back. Right? We are just human. Everybody does make errors, and that's okay. Oh, you're excited about ours the best? Oh, that makes this feel special. It is going to be so much fun. I mean, I hate to be, you know, tooting our own horn, but Sandy and I do throw the best retreats. Even our online retreats are stinking cool, and we get a lot of good praise for those. So we're going to color her broomstick here, and I'm just going to use 3 colors on her broomstick. My husband went to pick up my kids, so I don't have to hurry anymore. So now we can take our time. I know you do get to see us at the expo. I'm super excited about that. So I'm just going to kind of follow the artist drawn lines as far as the wood grain in here. Christy does a really good job of giving you enough to kind of go on without overdoing it. So I'm just going to follow her lead. I know, what a good hubby, right? Except for him microwaving coffee during my live and making me freeze up for all of you guys. He's probably making up for that transgression. All right. So that was E29. Now we're going to go to E25. Barry's microwave snafus. Oh yeah, Michelle, are you going to do the mega? Oh no, the tickets were already sold out, huh? On Thursday. Yes, on Thursday. For those of you who don't know, we're talking about the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. We are going to be, which I didn't even realize that it's already time, but we're going to be in Mesa next weekend, which is crazy. It snuck up so fast. And then we're going to be in Irving, Texas, 2 weeks after that. So if you are close to one of those places, come on down to the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. And come hang out in our booth, do our make and take. Sandy makes the most epic make and takes. And she always has a massive line, which is awesome, until it's lunchtime and she gets hangry. At that point, it's not awesome. You leave on Monday. Yay! Sandy, I need you to give me Kyle's address so I can ship paper, because otherwise we're going to be super low on paper. Either that or I can ship it to Amanda. Yes, Sandy will get hangry. We try to get her out of the booth before she gets hangry, but it doesn't always happen, because when you are working those, you lose all track of time and all sense of self. And then you all of a sudden realize, oh my God, I'm hangry. Yeah. Oh, Michelle, you're going to have so much fun in the Sweet Sentiment Flower class. If you're taking the Sweet Sentiment Flower class. It's wild. Let me tell you, girl, it's wild. I teach a very different way to do flowers in that class. Special things happen at Mega. You are right. Oh, Michelle, that's so sweet. Yeah, we have a lot of fun at the expos, guys. So if you or anyone you know is near an expo, tell them to come on down and check us out, because it is a blast. All right, so I just make the dark part where the pleats come out from the dress, and I put a little shadow underneath the dress to show that this is like behind it. Yeah, we're always looking for food, and that sounds terrible. We're always looking for food, but we kind of are, not gonna lie. Because DoorDash and all that stuff just gets so expensive so fast. And, you know, we try not to do that. And plus, you can only get, like, fast food. I teach at 10 o'clock on both mornings, Friday morning and Saturday morning. It'll blow your mind, Michelle. So anyways, so we try not to DoorDash as much as possible. And then if we do, we try to have our fellow exhibitors like all go in together so that we're all, like, we're not all paying that fee. Yes, you do get a flower stamp at my class. So whatever flower stamp you don't have, Michelle. Look at how fun that is. And then just for a little extra highlight, there we go. It just adds that little pop of color. And I love that. So now we're gonna do her broom. And I'm gonna start with E55. And I'm gonna do this essentially just like hair. So hopefully I'm in the screen here. And then I'm going to come up from the bottom, and where this is overlapped, and same here. Dread broom. I don't know what dread broom is. Then I'm going to use Y26. You lost me on that one, Bessie. My kid and my husband are already home. I know you dread the broom because you don't clean. You don't like to clean house. I don't like to clean house either. Let's be honest here. But I do. Does anybody like to clean house? I know some people are those house cleaner people, and they like to clean house. Yes, he was. First day. Oh, I do color like hair. I color it like hair, not like her hair. I just color it like hair because it's a corn broom or a straw broom. So it has that same texture. And then I'm gonna go to this E31 that I already used. Yes, that is my puppy. He has to come back and lay in the craft room window. That's what he does. That is Archie, the sweet sentiment mascot. Okay, there's that. Now her little book. I think I want to make it like a dark blue, like a stormy blue. So let me find E45. And E41. Perfect. And then I'm going to color the sheets of paper. So I'm going to use E53. And then I'm going to use E50. Archie likes to lay in the window and keep track of everything that's going on in the neighborhood. Okay. Then, since I have the B41 out, I'm going to add a little bit of blue to her eye. Just like that. And then we're going to color the lantern. So I'm going to grab a couple of my C markers. So we're going to start with C6. And then we're going to go to C4. And then to give it a kind of worn look, I'm gonna use this G43 that was used in her skin. And I'm just gonna dapple some green in there. Then I'm gonna use the B41 that I used and do the same thing. And then I'm gonna grab my C2. I know, right? Bingo! Okay, now things are gonna get fun. So her little tassel under here, I'm gonna make it kind of match her skirt. So we're gonna go pink. This is part of why I love her. There's so many little details, and it just makes me super happy. Okay. Right? It's using that really light color, that W3, and it definitely makes those creases pop out. Okay, so her lantern. What we're gonna do is I want to light up her lantern. So I'm gonna use the Pear Blossom Press lights tomorrow to light it up. But for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of mark that it's gonna be lit. So I'm gonna make a little flame in here. And this is for if you don't have the Pear Blossom Press lights. So you can just kind of do this. We do have the Pear Blossom Press lights on our website. We're out of the single lights, but we do have the 3-pack lights. So that's what I'm gonna use tomorrow. But notice now she has this lantern lit, but she doesn't have like there's no indication of it on her skin or anything like that. So I like to use a super bright yellow. And so I'm gonna come in with my FYG1, which is like a greenish yellow. It's fluorescent. And anywhere, I like to turn this sideways so that I know where the lantern is. And anywhere where the lantern would reflect upon her, I'm gonna brush this. So it's gonna reflect upon her book, her skin, her face, her dress, the underside of her hat here. Even her boots. Everything's gonna have a little bit of that yellow glow. Then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do this front part of her hair. Now I'm going to wipe my marker off as I move along because the purple will transfer. So now she has this glow that the lantern emits. So there you go. So tomorrow, all of this glow will make sense when we light up that lantern. There you go. So it definitely, so now you can see when I've zoomed out, you can definitely see the glow from this side of the lantern. And I might actually add a little bit more. There you go. So tomorrow we will light her up. We'll add her to a card or a scrapbook page or something. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this color along today. I will post it on YouTube as soon as I get it downloaded. And I will see you all tomorrow. Toodles!